Switch it up. Switch it up. Flip the script, now they watching us. Every drop go crazy, they ain't stopping us. Live on the mic, get a true hit different. If you want real talk, better switch your vision. Switch it up. Yeah, we built this lane, no gimmicks, no cap. Yeah, we speak that game from the bottom to the top. Now we run that stage, switch it up, podcast, yeah, remember the name. I was building this vision while they sitting there doubting me. Now every time I drop, got them all talking about me. No gimmick, no filter, every line got accountability.
Welcome, everybody. I'm your host, Willie Ain't Never Late. And I'm also here with my brother, Mr. Ferocious. We just had an anniversary. A dummy brawl. They thought they knew what they was doing. But when that head went up, that chair went crack, crack. What's happening, bruh?
Yo, man. Hey, it's always happening. It's always happening. We ain't just gonna tell them what it is. He ain't gonna say nothing, but it's always happening.
Always happening. Well, before we really all get all the way started, we first want to give our honor to God for He is the head of our life. And without none of our talents that we possess, without Him, none of our talents would not we wouldn't even possess them. So we also want to give a shout out to our merchandise maker.
My shirt is drying. It's drying.
She's on Facebook, but she is now also on TikTok now. She's on TikTok now. So if you want to get your shirt, hat, beanie, anything, switch it up, let us know. Hit us up. We'll definitely get that made. Pretty soon, we're going to do a raffle for the best fan, where you will get a shirt, and a hat. So we might mix some other stuff, might be a beanie, mix some other stuff in there. But yeah, that's where we're going. So that's gonna be coming soon to you. Bro, let's get started, bro. Everybody been talking about LeBron James. LeBron.
2-3. Mr. 2-3.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Against him at the time. How good was Michael Jordan?
What are you thinking that how that's gonna go? My first question: does LeBron go into Philly and really make the Sixers a favorite?
I mean, not only the addition of LeBron, but also the addition of Jaylen Brown, I think make them the favorite. Considering health, obviously, Joel got to stay healthy. They need every piece to stay healthy, relatively. But yeah, man, I can't see any team in the East right now, even though the Knicks just won a championship. Just you think about this team, that core group, a healthy Embiid, the Knicks, they're not going to be able to stand what these boys going to have for them, bro. And Jaylen Brown, look, man, I think people really, they don't consider his true value. They really don't, The man carried the Celtics MVP caliber season all year while Jason Tatum was out, So I think more so than LeBron, we got to focus on Jaylen Brown and how important he is to this team.
Right. A lot of people said, I heard someone say, let me have you say something real fast.
Mike tested Mike.
Okay, I got you.
Yep.
So we got a lot of people that They said he should what's their name? The Morris brothers. They said
Yeah.
that he should have stayed quiet. He should have shut up.
Who should have shut up?
That Jaylen Brown should have stayed quiet. He should. The difference between him and Tatum is that Tatum kept his mouth closed, and so that's why they say he's a what you call it a top 5 player in the NBA right now, and he don't talk. He keep his mouth closed and go out there and play. So that's why they think.
And for two brothers like that, they weren't too communicative or I should say outspoken, in their careers, so they might lean more towards Jason Tatum being quiet, but let's face it, Jaylen Brown is an outspoken brother, he's what they call the modern activists and athletes, you know what I'm saying? Like he's up there in that Kyrie, maybe not as far deep as Kyrie is into just being in his own lane of these are my beliefs, but he's definitely up there and he's going to speak his mind. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. His game speaks for itself too on the floor. Let the brother speak while he play.
I think personally, man, like he said, it was about payroll, unloading the payroll.
Yeah, I get that too. It's hard to play two players and max dollars, bro.
Like he said, and I understood now why he said it was the best season. It was the best season for him. He said that when you unload all of their top players, like Porzingis, Al Horford, you take a lot of these players that they had to help them win their championship. And he still, and then Tatum being injured. And they were still in the hunt.
Yeah, they were.
That was his favorite season because it showed that they could still, they still had something. They still had something left in the tank. So I get it. But with LeBron, Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Maxey, and Joel Embiid, is that a championship team or a collective of big names?
And like I said, it comes down to health, man. If you take any one of them out there, it doesn't work. It'll be just a collective of big names. If they're all healthy in April through June, we talking business, bro. But I feel like LeBron is definitely it's the first time in his career where you look at it and you like when we get 2K, when that 2K27 come out and we see their overall, we're gonna see 4 players in the 90s. At least.
So, look, in case y'all don't know what 2K is, for y'all that are not gamers, that is a basketball game that we play either on the Xbox or the PlayStation 5 amongst 2 multiplayers or 5 or 10. So that's what those that don't are not gamers. That's what 2K is. 2K basketball.
I'm sure they heard of 2K, man. I mean, who at least heard of it. Heard somebody say maybe bought it for for a grandkid or something, for Christmas. Who knows?
Oh,
But
yeah, it might be a cougar out there trying to buy something, buy from the little young man. Come on in. Yeah, I got that new Madden. I got that new 2K.
Right? Shit, reel them on in there. Shit.
Come on
That's
in.
that's some real bait. That is some real bait. Good.
It's on the
That
couch. You got to
Xbox.
come in the house and get it.
No, man. Yeah. But
you're
I
right.
could
You're
definitely
right.
see. Yeah.
That overall, just the ratings of players. I think I had a chance to see it. I think it was like Tyrese Maxey was like at a 93. Jalen was a 94. I mean, not 95. No, my bad. Let me go back. I'm missing. BJ was at 83, the lowest ranked in the group.
Right.
Jalen was at 95. LeBron James was a 92, and Joel Embiid was a 93. Come on.
And this is the lowest LeBron's ever been. Like in 2K history. So that right there is gonna be another, like, man, just to watch him be the 4th best player on the team, it's gonna feel different.
You think he's gonna be the 4th best?
Going into the season on paper, considering what they all did last season, I mean, even though Embiid was injured again last year, when he was available, his numbers were stupid. He's putting up over 30 a game. So that's where I'm looking at it from that angle. Like, yeah, 27 points a game, 28 points a game, 30 points a game. And LeBron was at like 23.
Yeah, so knowing that Tyrese Maxey is the point guard, okay, that means he's going to have to take a step back from his scoring, because his role before these players got there was to be not only the point guard, but to take over the team when the team needed points, because Embiid was out. He wasn't healthy. So
Right.
he had to help produce points. Now that you have people to pass to, he's going to have to take a step back from what his role was. Now he's going to have to be a point guard, because there's too many hands like this. While he's trying to do his thing, I think it's going to be easy for him to get his points. But I think really the low man, I really think the not the low man, but the low man on totem pole is Embiid. And I'm going to tell you why. I think BJ gets a lot of open threes because of the attention of the other players.
Yeah.
Embiid on the post, LeBron at the top or in the post, they're gonna get their touches and looks. But BJ is gonna be open a lot. And he's gonna have to be ready to catch and shoot. He's gonna have to be ready to catch and shoot, because they're gonna look, someone is playing Maxey hard, and then someone is waiting, on the weak side to try to get fill the lane. He's going to have to be like this, ready to shoot at all times. I think Embiid, it becomes a consistent double-double, maybe like a 14 and 12. I don't think he's going to have to. I don't think he's going to have to score big.
Yeah, I think I can hear it. I think his score would have to gradually increase as the season goes on. You don't want him starting off trying to put up 25 points a game,
I say Jalen is a star.
I agree.
To trade a Paul George, because Paul George is supposed to come over. Paul George, the status that he has always been, they expected him to be that Paul George, the one that takes over, leads the team. You know what I mean? He wasn't able to do that. Hasn't been able to do that since he left OKC. Just he just ain't been that. He just ain't been that guy. Hasn't been that guy.
No.
Flourisher, but so I take it. You got a chance to trade Paul George to get an MVP of the finals. Not just an all-star, the MVP of the finals and a champion. And now you have him on your team. You know the conversation is, what is my role coming here? Because if I'm not the star, then who is? Now,
Yeah, what am I doing here?
Leader. LeBron may be the leader, but that's the start. I think it goes Jalen. You know, you might be right about something. It might go Jalen, Tyrese, LeBron, Embiid.
Look, I think LeBron gonna be behind Embiid. I think it goes Jalen, Tyrese, Embiid, then LeBron.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, simply because at this point in LeBron's
Someone
career,
who don't have any championships. Someone who doesn't have any championships.
Yeah,
And couldn't stay healthy. You think because just I guess in a little time that LeBron has been talking to him. You see Embiid is shredding weight.
Yeah, he's getting conditioned.
Remember
because
what I
LeBron
told
knows.
you? Remember what I told you, bro. LeBron, get over there with that man and get that man that can dip.
That's the problem, bro. That is it. That's the thing. I'm trying to get you to understand why. That's why I don't believe Embiid's gonna be the bottom man.
You know what? You're right. You might be right about that. That might be. Woo!
Because you got to think about it. I mean, and people forget Embiid's true skill set, but the man has won a scoring title. The man he could be defensive player of the year if healthy. I mean, and then he's put up 30 points a game, on multiple seasons. When he's healthy, he's lethal out there. He can be the best center in the league, bro.
The man put up 50 on one leg, bro.
I'm trying to tell you. I mean, you seen it. You put some stuff in the chat the other day. Him going one-on-one against Jason Tatum. Man, Jason Tatum wanted no parts of that.
Did you see that?
I saw all of it, bro. I saw all of it. The man was putting shots up like he was 99 everything, bro. 99 everything overall. Just unbelievable. So that's the Embiid that LeBron knows he can get, and I think just being in the gym with LeBron, working out every day, it's gonna do something to him. It really
Everybody
is.
welcome into the chat. We're talking some basketball. 76ers, LeBron James. How does this look like for the NBA, and how's it going forward? We're just having a discussion. If you want to come up, send a request, share it live, send gifts, whatever. Support the podcast. If you want to come over to YouTube and ask questions personally, you can come on the Switch It Up Podcast BH4L, and we'll be able to conversate with you and answer questions there also too. The one thing I think is if Philly doesn't reach the Eastern Conference Finals, is it a bust?
It would have to be a bust, bro. It would just simply have to be a bust.
Thank you for the heart, meat. I think at this point it will show that LeBron does not I mean, it's going to show that no matter how much talent he's had throughout the years, it's gonna prove to other people that he's never been that guy.
I just don't think you can do that at this point in his career because
What I'm saying is, if he does not do it with this squad, if he does not do it, I think it tarnishes his legacy. I don't think it's going to tarnish all the stats he's accomplished, but as the guy you can go to or whatever, like the stuff that he's been able to do. Because I put those highlights too in the chat about how he does stuff. But and the games he's won, game winners, do you forget all of that because of the last thing you've seen him do? Because they did it.
I mean, me personally, I can't knock. You can't knock nobody once they became at a certain level. They can't descend from that level because they didn't accomplish more. If that makes any sense. Like, there's been a lot of players over the years that in the later half of their career tried to move to another team with a better roster so they can win the championship. We've seen Karl Malone do it, going to LA.
Yep.
We've seen Gary Payton do it, same team. Playing with Shaq, Kobe at the same time, with Phil Jackson coaching.
Right.
They didn't make it. They didn't win the final.
What do you say to that? Someone like Jordan that has always been a killer, supreme, dominant guy, and he goes to the Wizards and don't look nothing like the Jordan that we remember.
Right. Hey, look, I gotta put him in the same category.
Because when he did that, people said that Jordan's career was tarnished a little bit because it looked like the last time we seen him out there, it was like he was struggling.
Yeah.
Struggling. LeBron,
it was a new league.
Don't get me wrong, LeBron is not struggling, but
yeah.
I'm saying because of him not winning, I don't remember how far he got in the playoffs with the Wizards, or if they even got. I think one year.
I don't think he did. Yeah, I think they was fighting for a spot and they didn't make it.
So to me, and I don't know, don't get me wrong, bro. They had talent. They had some. You had Jerry Stackhouse in his early career. Brandon Haywood straight out of college. Not that. I mean, you had some players over there, bro. You had some players over there. So now you say you put the ultimate competitor, Jordan.
Right.
So why couldn't he win with that group if he won with the same well, some people said he had to have a stacked team to win.
Right.
Two power forwards that was ranked top 10 in power forwards of all time. Horace Grant and Dennis Rodman, top 150 player of all time, Scottie Pippen. He always surrounded himself with shooters. B.J. Armstrong. What's his name? Steve Kerr. Craig Hodges. Surrounded
and
himself
see,
with
those players came off the bench. They started players like Ron Harper because he's about 6'5".
I mean, yeah, once they
guard position.
Like in the beginning, he had Craig Hodges, who won.
Yeah.
Who won the 3-point contest 3 times.
Yeah. Just pure shooters.
So,
yeah, absolutely.
So to not have that and to have him say, we need you to come over here and save the team. Jordan was never that guy to do that.
No.
He was never that guy before Pippen got there.
Exactly.
He lost how many years? 7 years?
84 to to 91. Yeah. 7 seasons, 7 full seasons.
So you say he was never that guy to go out and win those championships on his own until he got a Bill Cartwright, Horace Grant, Steve Kerr, Judd Bushler, Kevin Kline, what's his name? You had some point guard. I forgot his name. Randy something. Who would come? They had people that had assignments. He would come in and lock up the guard, whoever the point guard was, on the second team. Come lock him up. No points. Don't even let him get off.
That's what it was, bro. You are speaking the facts.
Down on fast breaks, and you have someone like Steve Kerr who know how to place his feet. Oh, don't forget about the main one who started it off, John Paxson. So now we fast forward all the way to now, 2026, where the talent is even better. You got an alien over in the Western Conference who they say is thriving on getting bigger, stronger, getting his body in better shape.
The man just tasted bitter defeat in the finals.
They said
he's gonna come back with a vengeance.
Working on his endurance because he said in them finals he was so tired. Let that man figure it out. It's over, bro.
Definitely. Definitely, 100%.
It's over. So, I got something I want you to hear. You tell me what you think. You tell me what you think about this, and we're gonna have a discussion on it.
Oh Lord, a fucking fact.
So there was a discussion
You
that
were there around the same time MJ takes a step back from the league. Did he ever pull up?
Oh, for sure. The time that I remember most was he came to watch us practice one time, and he jumped into practice a little bit, right? You know, Mike was out there playing cats one-on-one. He was playing Stack one-on-one, playing Donald Williams one-on-one, and asked me, did I want to jump in? No. No. I got sense.
So Rasheed Wallace said,
Peace. Welcome back to Sep.
he said that Michael Jordan doesn't really have defense.
Mike wasn't all that good of a defender. And all defensive teams that Michael Jordan.
All that's NBA shit, yeah. Put him up there. I'm talking about being out there. I seen this motherfucker get his ass bust where he couldn't stop a motherfucker. Against J.R. Ryder. Yeah, probably against Clyde Drexler shit. Don't forget the early Joe Dumars. And I'm not saying that he didn't play defense. I'm just saying that his defense wasn't as high as most other cats at that time. I couldn't put him on like 10 or 11 consecutive first team on defense.
Mike wasn't all that.
So Rasheed said he only played passing lanes, but one-on-one defender, lockdown. You're not getting anything else. Jordan wasn't that guy. What do you think about that?
Look, man, I agree 100%. I always told people that, bro. All the conversations I've had with our brother Kevin, I always told him it was Scottie Pippen that was the best defender that had the assignments on that team, locking down the best players on the planet from 1 through 3 every night. Jordan was just a beneficiary of that. And I mean, I'm not saying he was a garbage defender. Like I think Rashid basically said he was bad. I'm not saying he was a bad defender. I think Jordan was a really good defender in a sense from what I saw. But
He
no, man.
He basically said that the people in his I'm sorry, I'm trying to eat me a little piece of jerky out of my bag. And my dog, him, my dog, he likes my grass-fed jerky.
Look, man, I noticed you don't never give Rocky no love, bro. You never give Rocky no switch it up time, bro. You know, like where I think the people want to, see Rocky and
Here,
say what's up. There he is. There he is. Nice to meet you, Rocky. It's a first. It's a first. He like, yo, where is that?
No, he want me to put it down on the ground.
Oh, see, he a shy eater. He like, I don't want to tear this up on camera, man. Like,
look, he over here shaking, waiting for me to drop. He can't wait for me. Oh, man, are you really? So he basically said that Jordan couldn't guard like people like Joe Dumars,
right.
Clyde Drexler, people like that. They should tear him up. He even said Isaiah Ryder.
I heard.
And you remember, she had a chance to see that firsthand because he played on the team with Isaiah Ryder. And I think about that team, man, like Jermaine O'Neal, I mean that's a whole nother story. But he said Jordan's best defensive stance was that one swipe.
In the finals?
One player that said Jordan was never able to guard him. And they showed clips of it. Rod Strickland. On a consistent basis, Rod Strickland would cross him up every time they played. Jordan could never stick him. Never. So do you think that the NBA take people like Jordan, the name, because you'll see him get those passing? I mean, I ain't gonna say he was not a good defender, but one-on-one, because he was big on playing in passing lanes. That's where he was good at, playing the passing lanes. He played in passing lanes, and he would, you get that signature steal where he tip it out, let it bounce a little bit, look back,
and he's in the air. Yep.
So you see that they look at, and so I'm making an argument for this, but people take LeBron's stats and say that because he just has stats that he shouldn't be considered the greatest of all time. This is my thing. Jordan will forever be the greatest killer, the greatest performer, the greatest entertainer that basketball has ever seen. Kobe took on that, God bless his soul, took that thing on that Jordan said that I want to make sure that when someone come and pay their hard-earned money, that they get to, he's going to go put on the show. Jordan believed in that. Jordan believed in that. But what I think people put against LeBron is he wanted to change basketball. He wanted to do things that people never done. Yeah, could he have won? Could he have won some more? Probably. But you never hear no one talk about the losing of Charles Barkley. He never won a ring. You never hear no one say nothing about John Stockton, Mark Jackson, assist leader, Karl Malone. You know, you never hear no one says, oh, they were a modern day, you know, maybe top 11 power forward, you know, because he didn't get no rings. No, he's up there. Karl Malone had stats up there that was right under Kareem.
Yeah.
They consider him at one point in time the best power forward that ever played the game. With no rings.
Absolutely.
No rings. But you will get people to say, because this man has gone there and did not get the job done, that now he's not great. Now he's gotten there. He's gotten there. And he's had success in getting there. Give you another example. You hear people talk about the Buffalo Bills when they had Talley and Bruce, what's his name? Bruce, I forget his name. But they had all that talent over there, man.
Hey, I got one for you too.
Super Bowl.
What about
4 times in a row?
The Buffalo, right? The Bills?
Buffalo Bills. 4 times in a row. They said this was one of the greatest Buffalo teams of all time. That team that was assembled. But they lost all 4 times. They lost all 4. And I have to tell you, I might be speaking out of turn, and I might be wrong, but I think they lost 2 of those to the Cowboys. I do remember
Possibly.
they lost one time, like 52-17. In the Super Bowl.
Insane, man.
And still to this day they go, Jim Kelly. Man, you was the man back then, man. You know, I know you didn't win that Super Bowl, but I know if you had 1 or 2 more players, you'd have done it.
And that's the argument for so many different players, though, man, if you think about it, man. It's there, you know. I got another one for you. How about Jerry West? Going back to basketball. The man lost his first, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, first 7 appearances. Losses to the Celtics. Back to back in a row for the 60s. And then he won one against the Knicks after losing one to the Knicks. He came and got his revenge, but overall his record, let me see, I got it right here, 1-8. He's a logo. He's still a logo of basketball. Nobody tarnishes or taunts him because he was 0-7 in the NBA Finals. You know? So I mean it goes back to the argument that you're making, you know, which is it's always been, and that's how you know. In my opinion, I'm like, if LeBron ain't the GOAT, why does he have so many haters? It's kind of that's what it boils down to.
Because people want to push the narrative that in order to be great, the measuring stick is Jordan.
And I don't believe that.
Why not Kareem? Why not? Why not Oscar Robertson? Why not Bill Russell?
Exactly.
Why not none of those guys? Why not none of those guys? Because Jordan came in the league losing. Did LeBron come in losing?
No, first year he played, rookie season, he didn't make the playoffs. He probably won about 30, 40 games that first year. But after that, clean streak. Non-stop winning seasons.
But remember this. Jordan came out when was he a junior or a freshman? Was Jordan a freshman?
Jordan was, yeah. After that freshman year, I believe he came out.
Okay. I'm glad you said that. I'm really glad you said that. So you're telling me that Rashid, I see you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for liking the live and sharing it. Thank you. So you're telling me Jordan had a year college. Great talented. You looking it up?
Looking it up, bro, just to make sure.
Make sure.
He played 3 years of college.
I thought so he played. That's even better. That's even better. So
yep.
That means when he came into the NBA, he was mature. He had figured out how to be an adult. He had figured out how to be an adult, figured out how to go. He got his money. He figured out how to go get his own place, married, having some kids, all of these things, right? Now, 7 years in the league, you were just a phenomenal dunker that was going back and forth with Dominique, showing us that this is what you could win at, because no one could jump out the gym like you. Air Jordan.
Air Jordan, bro.
You knew that the team that you was on was not winning, and people say it was a lot tougher back then, and it was aggressive and stuff like that. But Jordan did not win right off the bat. It took LeBron 1 year to adjust to the NBA culture. And he became
That's all he needed. That's all he needed.
Now, I believe in the second year, how far did they go in the playoffs?
Second year for LeBron?
Yeah.
I think if I'm correct, he made it to the playoffs, and he might have lost in either that first round or the second round.
So,
yep.
Do you know what year it was when because it wasn't that long after he'd been in the league that he went to the finals?
Yep. To be exact, it was year 4.
Year 4.
Year 4, bro.
So he comes in at 18. So that means that man was 22 years of age.
There you go.
Going to the NBA finals. Went to I can rate 9 of them.
10.
Oh, my bad.
10, bro.
My bad.
Yep.
That's shorter than 1. My bad, Drew. My bad. He went to 10 of them. He went to 10 of them, and he won 4.
1-4.
1-4 against some of the biggest Hall of Famers we will ever see play. And he won against some of the best Hall of Famers we will see play. Like Steph, like Kevin Durant.
Won his first championship against Kevin Durant.
Who else, man? Who else? I mean,
Detroit, you know, Chauncey Billups and Rasheed Wallace and
I'm talking about in the finals. Who
in
they
the
go
finals.
when he was with Miami, he won.
So he beat Tim Duncan and the Spurs.
Tim Duncan and Spurs.
Them OKC boys with Russell, James Harden,
Right.
and Kevin Durant, with Ibaka and
Then,
Stacey Adams, whatever his name is.
yeah, then
Steven
he
Adams.
went back to Cleveland and beat
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry.
Yep.
Then he went to the Lakers and beat what's his name? Butler in Miami.
Jimmy Butler and
Jimmy Butler.
Bam. And them boys,
So-
they had some talent. It was no easy
So-
feat.
So my thing that I say is, you know, from a spectator, yeah, it's probably easy to just go on and talk like that about he's not this, he's not that. But can you get out there and do better? Can you get out there and go through the rigor? Matter of fact, you got to think about this. As great as he is, 82 games, he has to get through and then go win in the playoffs. Mind you, 6'9", 260, that's a lot of weight to be carrying on your bones, bro.
Facts.
Jumping up, running, jumping up, banging, jumping up, that's a lot.
Playing 5 positions, being on the
All
ball
5 positions.
majority of the time. You know, he was literally the point guard for majority of it, just unofficially.
You know, we've been on this for a minute, man. I like this. This is a conversation that can keep going and can keep going. And we're gonna save this for a second, for a second time to talk about the second just for this, because I want to get to the real good stuff that we got. You know, because there's some real good intensive things for us to talk about. Let's first start talking about the Aaron Donald sighting of coming back, and Peter Villa could be getting traded from Tampa Bay. What are we talking about here, bro? What's going on, bro? What are we Rams? This is the host of the Switch It Up podcast. This is my co-host, Mr. Ferocious. We're asking you this question. What are you trying to do? What's going on? You want the whole NFL to hate you?
Yeah, you want me to tell you what they're trying to do? They're trying to be the Dodgers of the NFL.
Oh.
Yeah, I said it. It's right there.
Look
They can
who's
get away
on,
with whatever
bruh.
they want.
Look who's on.
Whoa.
Mr. Whoa. Hey, yo, sir.
Yo.
Hey, we definitely got to rap. We definitely got to get. Hey, everybody has been talking about the last episode, the first episode that you came on, man. Everybody loved it. People was like, man, when is he coming back on? You know, so we got to have you back on, man, because people are asking for it, man. Thank you for that, man. But yeah, man, we
It's third. And then come back on. Whoa, no, let's talk some more Tory Lanes and Kales and stuff like that, man. You know, you made it real fun. Real fun.
He said good luck with that.
Good luck with that.
Yes, my brother. Whenever you ready. Look, you know this is a hey, bro. You know this is home right here, bro. This is your home, bro. You made you. Man, much love, man. We definitely appreciate that, man. Man,
Hey, man, likewise.
hey, congratulations on your music and your awards. Hey, y'all need to go check his music out. Whoa, boy. You know, look at his name. Let me go put his name back up. Look at his name. Look on YouTube, man. Check him out. He's doing movies. My man is out there doing his thing, man. Please support. Pick his music up. You know, EPs, whatever he got out. Support him. Look at his movies. Tubi, wherever they're at. Check him out. We love it. We're supporting them, so we support our own. Thank you, man. We
Right there.
you, bro. Stay in tune, bro. Stay in tune. And y'all know he's coming back soon, so trust and believe that. That's family right there. But yeah.
Tops.
Aaron Donald, man, the Rams, they're trying to do something that they're trying to do something that and I thought about it that Baltimore did. Think about this. You think about the defense that they had for years. You think about that front line. You think about Ray Lewis. You think about the cornerbacks. You think about Ed Reed. Like, how many times do you see Ed Reed, the ball just popping up in the air, and Ed Reed catching it for a pick six?
Too many times, bro. Too many times.
It was a year where they only allowed the offense to score 6 points. The entire year. 6.
It was unadulterated, man.
But do you know what you have to do, man, to have somebody do that to you? Do you know just how bad you have to be? Do you know how bad you have to be to every single play? They're looking to hunt your head, bro.
And the scouting reports didn't help. Every week you got to scout against Ed Reed Island and the field of a battle that Ray Lewis just protected with all of his heart, bro. It was too much. It was literally too much for teams to deal with that. I mean, and then you had you had so many different monsters on that squad, bro. They were officially what Broke used to call them. He had certain names for them, man. Inmates and prisoners and all kind of weird stuff, bro. But they literally they possessed that aura because you were terrified before you got to suit up and go against them boys. You didn't want to do it. Couldn't pay me enough. But look, man, them Rams are cheating. I need the league right now to stop this. I need to somehow interject. Somebody got to do it. Somebody wants the power, bro. Get the commissioner to stop this. You know, this is madness. It's sickening. I don't want to see it. I want to see it. It's supposed to be the year. It'll be the other LA team, bro.
And speaking of the other LA team, let us get into some Charger Cowboy talk.
What to do? My name's LT. It's real easy to do. All you gotta do is glide with it. Oh, here we go. Come on.
Cool. Yeah.
Play the game. Every Sunday goes the same. I do my dance.
Oh man.
Let's get started with some Charger talk. So, one of the biggest Charger storylines is pairing Justin Herbert and Mike McDaniel's offense, there's already national talk that this could become a top 5 NFL offense, while Daniel Jeremy believes that the Chargers are legitimate, a winning AFC West team. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. So what we got first is this finally the year that Justin Herbert, from quarterback to legitimate MVP.
That's the question.
That's the question.
My answer is yes, yes, and yes. I mean, people got to understand, for one, Justin Herbert is his brain is just, he doesn't need to load, he doesn't need to process too fast or too much before already having it sustained within his system, bruh. So if this was chess, Herbert would be like the mastermind player playing chess. And then you give him another mastermind in Mike McDaniel. He's going to have defenses out here looking stupid, bro. That's what I truly believe.
You think so?
With the speed, with the speed that team possesses, and Quentin Johnston and Lad McConkey on the up and up, they're getting better and better. Yes, bro.
And I just watched him jump up and catch a pass over a defense in practice.
I'm trying to tell you, yes.
I look good, bro.
Yeah, look, he's back healthy again. He was banged up a little bit going into the.
He looked good.
Yeah, he's getting back to where we need him, man. He, like I said, he was banged up before we started this offseason. And he's looking formidable right now, man. He's looking like he's gonna be our wide receiver 1. I'm excited. You know, this is year 3 for him. He has a lot to prove. Last year, it was kind of a down year for him. You know, having Keenan come back, and we know Keenan's work and his.
Oh wait, hold on.
What we got?
They
still ain't gonna win, bro. Hey, look, only time is gonna tell, man. We got a lot of.
Time someone mentioned. Whoa! Really?
Oh, he talking about the Cowboys.
Hey,
See, we ain't even on the Cowboys yet, bro.
We
ain't on the Cowboys yet, bro.
Hey, my brother, I say this with love. At least my quarterback ain't out there with painted fingernails.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I said it. He don't know whether he want to get bloody orange or a midnight black on his nails.
He's gonna go navy blue. He's gonna go navy blue. No, man. That's cold. That's cold. We ain't even get to the Cowboys yet.
What a design of the sound of a bear on his fingers going roar across his
No, but hey, look, real quick.
One boy. It's all love, bro.
Before we get on the Cowboys, well, hold on. Let me say this.
Oh, we're not there yet.
We're not there yet. Yeah, we ain't there yet. But I'm gonna tell you, man, pay attention to these Chargers running backs, because Big O, that's his nickname right now. Marion Hampton, they're calling him Big O around the building, bro. Because dude is looking like a version of Derrick Henry right now.
Okay.
From shoulder down, from ankle to shoulder, Derrick Henry, just 10 years younger. And so just imagine what he's going to be doing in that McDaniel's offense.
With him running, Herbert passing, with Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt.
Yes, sir.
So the offensive line become the biggest reason why the running game in Herbert has a career year?
Off tops. I'm a believer. I am a believer. We're about to see the most explosive version of Justin Herbert. I mean, his rookie year, ironically, was quite sensational. You know, one rookie of the year, put up over 4,000, closer to 5,000 yards, threw for 30 plus touchdowns, and he had speed
Herbert.
receivers. Herbert, yeah,
Herbert.
yes,
Okay.
he had speed receivers outside of Keenan and Mike. You know, and so I'm looking at this roster right now. You got McConkey, you got Quentin Johnston. It's like a Keenan and Mike Jr. to go along with these speed receiver guys, bruh. And then the tight ends are sensational. You know, you got David Njoku, you know, who I think is going to be a beast.
Oh, man.
He's going to pick up where he left off. This is the best opportunity he's had as far as quarterback coach.
Man. So, if the Chargers win 12 games, but lose early in the playoffs,
Mhm.
how should we judge Herbert?
Does he win a playoff game? That's how we judge him. Got to win that.
Who has the most pressure? Herbert or Harbaugh?
It's a great question. I think Herbert, in the sense that the organization gave Harbaugh the keys, and Harbaugh came in and won 11 games back-to-back seasons, playoffs, lost the first game. But he's done nothing but get this team. He's given his team an identity, bruh. This team, they are a national football team with an identity, and all they're missing right now is a playoff game.
Am I correct? Did he used to play for the Chargers?
Yeah, he was a former Charger. He's a former Charger. Yep.
So, how do you think that because him being a Charger, that he sees the game differently and he sees the organization different, knowing that he knows what this team needs? Do you see him evolving from his philosophy any? Do you think anything that he's done the first 2 years, you think he changes it up?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think he changed anything up.
With the new offensive coordinator.
And that's the thing. We got a new offensive and defensive coordinator. So
Okay.
what he does, I don't think he's going to change his philosophy. No, Harbaugh lets everybody do their job. You know, a lot of coaches like to go and dabble in and, let me go be GM a little bit. You know, let me go and be, a coordinator. And no, Harbaugh lets everybody do their job. And so I think he's only learning how to let people do their job better, and it's easier for him, having an offensive coordinator like Mike McDaniel, who has head coach experience, who was just the number one offense in the league a couple years ago, so it's going to be really, the pressure's going to Herbert to answer that question. It's going to Herbert because Harbaugh has made it to the Super Bowl as a head coach with lesser arm talent. How well can Herbert handle this pressure? It is because it's on you. That's why I see it. You got yourself a pop star woman now who you just got engaged to. It's a lot of cameras going on around here in the building in LA, and they're on Herbert.
You know what happened when you have pop stars, football players. You see what's happening in Kansas City.
Yeah, that part. That part.
So, Chargers ceiling. If you could have Justin Herbert placed in this situation, what do you think? Where do you think he goes? Just another playoff team, AFC champion, or Super Bowl?
Wait, go back to the question. I'm sorry.
If you had to place Herbert in a position in any one of these, him and the Chargers. Where do you see their ceiling at? Another playoff team, an AFC championship team, or Super Bowl? Currently constructed today.
Honestly, man, I gotta say AFC championship. I can see it. I can see it. It's gonna be tough. You got Buffalo, Cincinnati, obviously, Kansas City. You know, these teams are going nowhere. Denver. But I think with the right structure in the playoffs, right matchups, I think we can find our way to the championship game, bro.
Okay.
AFC championship game. Yes, sir. We just don't have, we still need a mega star, you know, like if we can pull a mega trade, particularly on offense for like a dynamic wide receiver, you know, I'm gonna keep talking this until I speak it into fruition. You know, if we can just
welcome to the Switch It Up podcast.
We could just make that dynamic trade for Justin Jefferson, you know, and have him on the other side of McConkey.
Bro, stop cussing. Stop cussing, bro.
I'm just saying, bro. That's what we need.
So this is our mix-up question after we talk about the team. Just something to throw at you to make you think. If you could have Justin Herbert or Dak or for the next 3 seasons, who are you taking to be the quarterback for your Cowboys? I mean, for your Chargers. Justin Herbert or Dak? Next 3 seasons. Which one?
I'm taking Justin Herbert for one. I mean, for one, I don't want to hear Dak's annoying ass pre-snap ritual. You know,
you hesitated there for a minute. You hesitated there for a minute. You thought about it, didn't you? Yeah.
No, it kind of flashed in my head a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, you know, like a flash, but you know, I'm taking Herb. You know, we're taking Herb, bruh.
Taking Herb.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're going to get to some Cowboy talk.
Boys, he says.
I'm still them boys. Still them boys. Now, let's get to some Dallas talk. Dallas is already generating camp storyline. Rookie DB Khalid Downs is getting significant attention. George Pickens is making plays in practice, and the Cowboys are trying to rebound after missing the playoffs last season. Is this a make or break season for Dak?
Absolutely. You have no more excuses, Dak. You've been blessed with one of the best wide receiving cores, best tight end cores, and best running back cores in your whole entire career.
I still
literally
think Ezekiel better, but
that's what I'm saying. Like going his whole career, Dak has had an elite running back or two at the same time, sometimes.
Ezekiel and Pollard. Ezekiel and Pollard.
I'm trying to tell you, man. Come on.
Hey,
come on, man.
Come on, bro. Ezekiel and Pollard.
What about the wide receivers? Before CeeDee Lamb turned into CeeDee Lamb, before you traded for George Pickens. You know,
Yeah,
he's had an elite group of offense, so he's always been top offensive guy as far as quarterback in the league because he's always had top offensive talent. And defense, sure. Defense is where you guys get a little shaky every single year. He can't play defense for you.
But that defense is lit now. Oh, remember you got them two defensive ends that we got from Green Bay.
Yeah.
Well, we got one defensive tackle and one edge
defensive
rusher.
end, right?
And we got that rookie. I think it's Ubinka. I might be saying the name wrong, but he was injured, but he's coming back healthy. You got him on the other side with Williams in the middle, bro. Quentin Williams. You got Khalid Downs. I mean, they restructured that whole entire defense.
Absolutely.
My thing, I would say, you know, the defense is going to be there. They got a lot to prove. Is CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens the best duo in football?
I mean, it's such an argument. It's such an argument, man. I mean, you got Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua over there in Rams jerseys. You got T. Higgins and Jamar Chase over there in Bengals jerseys.
Woo.
And then you want to talk about CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. Oh man. And we talked about this last night. We just talked about this last night, man.
Damn boys.
I would have to say it's like 1A, 1B between the Bengals and the Cowboys.
I can dig that.
Yeah. Only because Jamar Chase is so dynamic, you know, and the numbers he just put up last season, particularly, it is unbelievable, you know. So that's the only reason why. But I mean, George Pickens, I think, got an edge on T. Higgins. He got an edge on him with physicality and consistency. So yeah, but it's like a 1A, 1B.
So do you think with all this talent, Brian Schottenheimer can get this team over the hump?
I think the Cowboys is gonna make playoffs this year.
I think so too. Man. I think so too. I really think that Brian Schottenheimer came over there and restructured the whole culture.
Yeah.
Taking that culture and done something so different. I'm definitely ready to see what happens this year, especially after last year when they lost a player who died. How he rallied that team together to win. I think with that, I think he grew close as a coach with the players. I think in that. So
yeah, and it's his second year. You know, he was a rookie coach last season. You know, I mean, not too many rookie coaches can be Sean McVay. You know,
yeah.
But I think with just his pedigree, being a second generation head coach.
His pedigree. You know, you know he can coach. You know he getting coached up by his dad.
Oh, absolutely. You know, he's going and he's taking pages out of dad's book too, I'm sure. You know, he's only gonna get better. He's only gonna take that team higher than they've been, bro. And last year was scary. You know, you started off slow, started off losing some games you should have won outside of the season opener, gave up a few. He knows that. So he don't want to take those back. I can see the Cowboys making the playoffs. I just don't know how far you go with that because the NFC done got scary too, bro. They deep out there, man. And you got other teams try to come and take, you know.
Very deep.
Oh
very
yeah.
Deep. So with that being said, even though it's the second year, Schottenheimer, Dak, or Jerry Jones, who got the most pressure?
Definitely not Schottenheimer. I always think it's Jerry. Just 'cause it's like, man, what are you doing, Jerry? What are you doing, man? Let the players get to shine. He wants to shine. So every time the Cowboys fail, it's on Jerry, bro. But he gonna blame it on Dak by not giving them, Dak's gonna be out of there too. I'm gonna tell you that. If Dak mess up this season to the point where you guys don't make the playoffs, he gone, bro. You be bouncing the first round, he might be gone, bro.
So you think people sleeping on Dallas because of what happened last season?
I think people are laughing at Dallas. They're laughing at Dallas because of what happened. So it's up to Dak to shut these people up, and win an MVP. Do something special this year to where it's like, yo, you got nothing on me. And he has the power to do it. He has the talent to do it around him.
If Dallas starts slow, do you think the pressure explode?
Oh, you start slow, yeah, bro. Don't start slow again. Because you got too many, like I said, the NFC is too tough. It's hard to bounce back when you start off slow in that division with teams that's gonna be better, like the Giants. They're gonna be trying to come for you too. I'm not saying they're gonna make the playoffs yet, but I think that they're gonna take the division games are gonna be too personal. Gotta win those.
So, trick question. Who goes further this year? Cowboys, Rams, Chargers. And I'm gonna let some music play while you think about that. I'm gonna let some music play. I'm gonna let you think about it first.
Think about it first. Oh, you gonna go and put on my girl, huh? Put on my girl. That's see that.
I knew it.
On paper, you gotta say Rams, bruh. You gotta say the Rams. But it would be beautiful to see the Chargers play the Rams in the Super Bowl.
No, you don't want to see that, bro. You don't want to see that, bro. You don't really want. You want to do everything you can to avoid that team. You do not want to see, bro. You do not. But Herbert's gonna get hurt.
We want that.
He's gonna get hurt, bro. He's gonna get hurt, bro.
He might get hit, but Herbert don't stay down.
Don't do that. Please don't. Don't. If that offensive line goes up against Aaron Donald, Peter Villa, and Aaron Donald, Herbert's going to get hurt.
If that's the case, every quarterback's going to get hurt.
Mario Hampton, think he was at the Hamptons this last season? He's really going to be in the Hamptons. Because he's not going to be playing. And you're right. That's for every quarterback. But because you have to see them 2 times, at least.
No.
1 time?
Because they in the NFC. We're in the AFC.
Oh, wait.
So do we play them this year? I'm trying to look at the schedule. Yes. We play them November 1st.
That means we got to face them twice.
You got to face them twice.
No, we only got to face them once. No, we only got to face them
Well, no,
once.
yeah, because you're not in the same division.
All the people in our division, we have to face twice.
There you go. Yeah, so they will play against the Seattle Seahawks twice, the Rams. They play against the 49ers twice. And
if you really think about that, so if you got 4 teams in your division, right? And you play them twice, 2, 4, 6.
mm-hmm.
If you can clarify 6 of those games, if you can get 6 of those games, then that kind of puts you. If you can get all 6 of those, that kind of puts you in a place untouchable with that division, right?
Technically, yeah.
So
Yep.
You talking about you only really got to win maybe like 3 more games to really be above all those other teams.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Absolutely. And that hasn't really been done, dog, in a long time.
Long time.
Probably the
It's
last
always
time
either
that's been done
1-1.
was
It's always
Tom Brady.
1-1 or something like that.
Yeah.
Or 2-0, however you want to say. It's never been consistent. Never been consistent at all.
Sir.
One thing that I will say, and I'll leave you with the closing words. Okay. That when you look at the NFL and how much has changed this year, especially with the Browns going to start Shador.
That's official?
Coach, that's what they're saying. It's Watson is Watson is going to be competing. He will be competing for a spot. From what was said, from what I saw, he will be competing for a spot. But
that's gonna be interesting.
I don't see him. I don't see him outdoing Shador.
Yeah, he shouldn't. Put it that way. He shouldn't.
So I give you closing words. Mike is in your hand, bro.
Put me on the spot, huh? Put the mic in my hand. Hey, look.
I give you a narrative to close it out with. Who has the most pressure to? Where do you think? I give you two questions to answer. Where is the NBA today? Will LeBron keeping hostage of schedules? And where do you see the NFL going with Jay-Z at the helm of music?
First question, where the NBA is today? I would say it's in a beautiful place. It took me a while to adjust to it, to be honest. Looking at basketball, considering it without LeBron James. You got some great talent, man, holding it down from OKC to Denver to a plethora of other teams, young talent that we are going to enjoy for the next, 10, 15 years for sure. It's in a great place. As far as that second question, what was the second question?
Second question is, where do you see music? Where do you see the music in the NFL and Jay-Z going forward?
That's a tough one, man. He continues to evolve with the game. And so it's hard to see him not involved or not included, not kind of at the helm at the top, making the move, making the, giving the right talent the opportunity. He's been really good at that. So I can see that continuing to happen, bro. And that's coming from somebody that's not that big of a Jay-Z follower, And then that was the second and third question together. Gotcha. And so we're gonna close this thing out.
Yes, sir. I figured We'll get them a little something, man, to listen to. Coming soon. We got an EP with your favorite cartoons.
What it do? Flow through the ceiling. Yeah, I'm sliding on through.
So with that being said, we looking out. You got Willie and Everlake's music. You got Mr. Ferocious music coming pretty soon. Please be tuned in.
Oh yeah, we in the lab.
But just like Casper, I'm
Come on,
good
Ghost.
with it, dude.
Appreciate y'all. People, stay at it.
Script, just facts, no cap, just that. Whole team locked in, yeah. Remember that. Switch it up, yeah, we taking control. From the mic to the screen, yeah, we own this role. Every word, every bar, every story told. Switch it